So Adidas is going really hard with the hybrids. You have Micro Pacer on NMD, you have Kobe's on Boost You Wear, but are these it, Chief? What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning into the Sneaker News YouTube channel. Today we're going to unbox some shoes for you. Of course, it's all laid out here, so we're not technically going to unbox it, but instead we're going to give you a quick preview of these four shoes. They're all part of an upcoming Adidas Originals Never Made collection that releases on October 17th. So before we go on detailing all the four shoes, just do us a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. We're posting new videos almost daily, so you're definitely going to want to subscribe. And of course, turn on your notifications if you want to know when we post new videos. All right, so again, there are 8 shoes in this pack. We have 4 of them. We're going to take the time to show you each one of them. And what Adidas is basically doing is they're taking old school uppers, as you can see, an old school Kobe shoe, old school running shoes, and they're adding the newer soles from today's contemporary line of footwear from Adidas. So we'll start off with this one. So this is the Adidas Micro Pacer R1. As you can see, it hybridizes the upper from the Micro Pacer shoe with the NMD outsole. For those of you who are not familiar with either shoe, the Micro Pacer is a futuristic sneaker that first dropped in the early 1980s. It was sort of one of those sneakers that were designed with the future in mind, almost like what would shoes look like in the 21st century kind of thing. So as you can see, Adidas tried to infuse a lot of futuristic elements into the Micro Pacer. You have this very spaceship sort of foil-y silver sort of upper. That kind of material traces all around to the medial side as well as the toe box. But the key detail for the Micro Pacer is this mechanism that lives in this upper shroud. Count how many steps you take, you can time yourself, it's like a stopwatch on your feet. Adidas not only tried to make the shoe look futuristic, but they added an actual futuristic element by making it like a computerized shoe almost. So what Adidas did is they took out the original sole of the Micro Pacer and they added this. This is the NMD outsole. It was introduced in late 2015, as you guys know. It has a full-length Boost sole. You have these bumpers, as people call them. You have the black forefoot that says Adidas. You have the red heel bumper with the grooves. And of course, on the other side, you see that same bumper toward the heel. So this is the Adidas Micro Pacer R1. They're trying to blend in old and new. Not bad, considering the shoe is meant to look futuristic anyway. So, all right, on to the next. This is the next shoe of the pack. This is called the Adidas Country Commando. On the upper, you have the very, very vintage Adidas Country running shoe upper in the original white with the gray with the green colorway. Again, if you're an Adidas fanatic, you can definitely recognize an OG colorway from far away. So again, you have that nylon and the white leather and the pure frost white. There's like a light gray suede toe cap as well as on the heel. And then you have the flat forest green on the heel, the stripes, as well as on the tongue. Now, they've decided to blend this particular model with this sole from the Adidas Commando. It's one of the new shoes that dropped in 2018. It sort of has like a Yeezy sort of fluidity to it with the flowing lines. We saw several colorways of this model already drop, and we already know that the Commando is also part of the Dragon Ball Z pack. So the Commando is also soccer inspired. The original upper for the Commando was also inspired by the Samba. So there's definitely some heavy soccer inspiration, but now they're blending it with an old school running shoe. So this is the Adidas Country Commando, and it's gonna drop in this OG colorway very, very soon. Next up is the Adidas I-5923 Marathon. And what they did here is they combined the upper of the Adidas Marathon running shoe and also another old school running shoe from the Adidas archives from the 70s and the 80s. And they added a full-length Boost cushion from the Adidas I-5923, formerly known as the Adidas Aniki. So again, this is more of a simple sole swap, not too much to see here. It's the OG royal blue with the silver stripes, and they went with the full-length white Boost. And you have this ZX style chain link sort of overlay, but it's just almost like printed it on, so it kind of scratches off pretty easily. But again, nice simple colorway, not too much to see here, to be honest, but super comfortable. And if you're a fan of the OG aesthetic, can't really go wrong with the Marathons. So the fourth and final shoe from this preview is definitely one of the more interesting ones of the entire pack. It's definitely basketball driven, and what it features is a retro basketball shoe upper with a modernized midsole that's out today right now. So let's start with the midsole, of course. It's from the BYW line, specifically from the Crazy BYW. as well as the Crazy BYW X. Basically, it's a updated version of the classic feet you wear cushioning that was around Adidas in the late 90s. They added a boost cushioning on the sole, specifically on the heel, and on the forefoot there's almost this seamless, sort of grooveless, smooth forefoot in an opaque material. And on the sole you have a full-length rubber from toe to heel, so it can definitely perform like a basketball shoe. And what they did was in the upper, instead of going with like that prime knit sort of slip-on sort of feel, they went with this classic basketball shoe, which, if you recognize, is actually the KB2. It's Kobe Bryant's second signature shoe with Adidas. Of course, now that Kobe is a Nike lifer, Adidas can't really say the words Kobe or KB, so they call it the Crazy 2 or whatever, but this is in fact the Kobe 2 upper. In its original form, you have tumbled leather, you have the tougher nylons with the translucent sort of look right here where the stripes appear. Classic tongue with the shoelaces. What they did was they added this sort of TPU piece right here at the midfoot to give it a little bit more stability. So again, this is kind of in line with what they're trying to do with the Never Made collection. They're adding an OG upper with a newer sole. Definitely a crazy shoe. You know, we're not quite sure how well it would do because the Boost You Wear stuff has been pretty impressive so far, but it hasn't really been like selling out in stores or anything like that. So, you know, this is, again, definitely one of the crazier, more ambitious hybrids that they've done so far, but that's kind of where they're going with this entire collection. So let's bring it all back. So again, this was a quick preview of the upcoming Adidas Originals Never Made collection. They're adding retro uppers with newer soles. You know, that whole hybrid look has been kind of in right now. Of course, Nike really hit the hammer on the head with the Sean Wotherspoon Air Max 197s, and you know, they've followed that up with their own sort of mixed match hybrids. But what Adidas is doing is they're not just swapping the soles and the uppers, but they're sticking to specific eras. So you have the 80s with the 2010s and the late 90s with the 2010s. So a lot of new and old going on over here. Again, the entire pack, which is 8 shoes total, releases on October 17th, and you'll find them at select retailers worldwide. Let us know which of these 4 that you saw so far is your personal favorite, and of course, hit that subscribe button so you know when we post new videos. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.